Hi, and welcome to Caritha TV, the place for wisdom for victorious living. I don't know about you, but I've been having fun talking about how to obtain wisdom. We've already said that in order to get wisdom, we have to seek God. We have to seek His heart, seek His mind, seek His thoughts. And we also said that we obtain wisdom by walking with the wise. But then we had to give some characteristics of a wise person. So that's what we're going to continue talking about today. We've already said that a wise person knows how to shut their mouth. They know how to be quiet. And also we said that the words of a wise person brings healing. The speech is soothing. But let's see some other characteristics of a wise person. According to Proverbs 10:5, he who gathers in summer is a wise son. He who sleeps in harvest is a son who causes shame. Now you're wondering how you know whether you're walking with a wise person, whether you're associating with a wise person. Well, do they save in abundance? Do they gather when they should be gathering? Or do they just spend when they just spend just because they have it? Well, according to the word of God, that is not a wise person, because a wise person knows how to save, knows how to get together. They are conscious that one day is going to be a rainy day. There's always going to be feast or famine. Many people are begging today. You know why? Because they did not save during the harvest. When there are times of plenty, instead of them saving some, they spent it all. Well, the story of Joseph, as we've talked about so many times about Joseph, I really like Joseph. But part of his story is that he was wise enough. God gave him the wisdom to tell Pharaoh that during the time of plenty, to save, because a day was going to come when they will have no harvest. So we have to save during the time of harvest. When God is blessing us and when it's coming in plentifully, we need to save some of that, because there are going to be times of famine and there are going to be times of feast. So we have to save during those feast times for the times of famine. The Lord also gives us a lesson from the ant. Listen to this verse. It says here in Proverbs 6:6, "Go to the ant, you sluggard, consider her ways and be wise, which having no captain, overseer, or ruler, provides her supplies in the summer and gathers her food in the harvest." My goodness, that's mind-blowing. Just think about it. A little teeny ant has enough wisdom to gather during the harvest. Now, if your friends can't at least do what an ant can do, my goodness, you certainly don't need to be associating with them. Because the word of God says a wise person is one who gathers during the harvest. Like the ant. Look at the ant. Observe the ant. One of the ways of becoming wise is to observe the wise. Ants are wise. I'm still trying to get over that. A little tiny thing that you can step on, that you can crush, has enough sense, enough wisdom to say, look, we got plenty right here. We're going to gather it because we don't know when we're going to get some more. Oh, if people could just be that wise. To say, okay, I'm not going to spend all I have. I'm not going to use all I have now because I'm not sure when I'm going to get more. It doesn't mean that you hoard. That doesn't mean that you have to store up like you're never going to get anything again. We don't want that spirit either. But you do need to be wise that when God gives you plenty, to lay some of that up for a rainy day. A rainy day is a day of lack. So remember now, a wise man is one who gathers when there's plenty, so they have plenty during the rainy day. So we're still talking about the characteristics of a wise person. The Bible gives more. Let's take a look. Here in Proverbs 11:30, it says, "He who wins souls is wise." Oh, are your friends interested in winning souls to the Lord? Are they even concerned about souls? The Bible said this is one way that you can tell whether the person is a wise person or not, is because they're concerned about the souls of the people. They're witnessing to them. Or are your friends wise, or is it that their lifestyle is so shabby that they look no different from the world? Here again, if your friends do not meet these characteristics or these qualifications, you might want to consider whether you should be associating with them. That is, if you're trying to become a wise woman or a wise man. Let's look at another characteristic from the scriptures. Here in Proverbs 12:15, it says, "The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he who heeds counsel is wise." My, what is the Bible saying? The Bible is saying those person who would take wise counsel from another person is wise. It's wise not to just have your own thoughts about things, your own way about things. And it's wise to go to another person, hear what they have to say, and then go to God and seek God and say, okay, God, is this what this person telling me the correct thing? God is saying those who seek wise counsel is a wise person. Are you associating with people who seek out the counsel of others? Remember, we said one of the ways of gaining this wisdom is associating with the wise. You can observe them, how they live their lives, whether they're seeking out wise counsel, whether they're storing up for the rainy day. So these are just some of the ways of being able to tell whether you're walking with a wise person. You want to walk with the wise because you're trying to become a wise person. So let's look at it again. Remember now, if you're going to attain wisdom, first of all, as James says, ask God. That is, seek out spiritual understanding. Get the heart and mind of God on your situation or your decisions. Then walk with the wise. And also, we looked at ways that we know whether we are walking with a wise person, because they know how to shut their mouth, and the speech brings healing to their souls, or to our souls. And also, they seek out wise counsel. They win souls. They know how to gather in the harvest. This is how we know that we're walking with a wise person. So we're going to continue this later. But did you enjoy this session? If so, then subscribe to us. Tell your friends about us. Like us on Facebook. And remember, when wisdom cries out, listen to her, for she has the answer to all of your life situations.